Tonight I've got a few special friends coming around and I want to make something impressive and yummy that won't stress me out. Everything's so fragrant in the garden at the moment. It's looking so pretty. I've got this gorgeous sage here. Such a pretty herb, and it's really at its peak at the moment. And I love using it in cooking. It's really strong, but it's going to be so delicious. I'm making some veal saltimbocca. My saltimbocca has a lovely mushroom sauce, and I'm serving it over noodles with some gorgeous fresh spinach. I just love spinach. It's the most amazing green on the plate, and it cooks so quickly. For this yummy dinner, you'll need dry fettuccine, fresh mushrooms, minced garlic, spinach, lemon, sage, finely sliced prosciutto, white wine, cream, and a cup of fresh veal stock. Got this lovely thin sliced veal, and I'm just pounding it out using the flat edge of this mallet, and that way it's even and it's going to cook so quickly. And this is a real luxury dish because it's veal. It's one of those things that makes everybody feel like they're having a real treat, but it was so simple. Lay a slice of prosciutto onto each piece of veal and pop on one of your lovely fresh sage leaves. All you need to do is just roll them up tightly, secure them with string or a toothpick, and I'm allowing 2 per person. Heat 2 tablespoons of butter until it goes a lovely nut brown. Then add your rolls, making sure you don't overcrowd the pan. Give them a good season with salt and pepper and cook them till they're nicely browned, about 5 minutes. While they're cooking, chop up the mushrooms for the sauce. I used 200 grams and a clove of garlic. Then take the rolls out of the pan and rest them to one side. So now I'm ready to make the sauce, and I've got all those lovely pan brownings there. A little bit more butter in there just so the mushrooms don't stick and get dry and they actually brown. And mushrooms are such a fantastic ingredient to add to any dish. When you cook them, they have this thing which we call umami, savoury deliciousness. And it really adds this depth of flavour into any kind of dish. It means you don't have to use as much fat. And I never put the garlic in until near the end now because I don't want it to have that toasty flavour. Then add the finely zested rind of half a lemon, half a cup of white wine, and 1 cup of fresh veal stock. So you always want to give it a really good stir to pick up all those lovely pan brownings. You could make this ahead of time and just have it all ready to go and have these browned. And about 10 minutes before you plan to serve them, just pop the browned rolls back in there. And they're going to simmer away, and they're going to be so tender and juicy and moist. And the trick is to not have the pan on a really hard boil, just very, very low, just a quiver really. I cook 500 grams of dried fettuccine in a big pot of well-salted boiling water, just until it's al dente, to the bite. Don't overcook it or it loses its texture. Rinse the spinach and then wilt it in a hot pan with oil, salt and pepper. You don't have to do this, but right at the end, I'm just going to add a tiny bit, even a tablespoon of cream. It just kind of finishes it and gives it that really unctuous texture. Drain the fettuccine and divide it between your hot serving plates. Snip the strings off the saltimbocca, then pop them on top of the fettuccine. A little bit of spinach on top, and finally some of that yummy mushroom sauce. This sort of dinner feels like such a treat. And yet, as you can see, it's so easy to whip together.